Kicked off the year with some good old-fashioned US-backed regime change.
President Trump says the U.S. carried out large-scale strikes on Venezuela overnight. He says its president, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife, Celia Flores, have been captured and flown out of the country.
Nicolas Maduro has spent the night behind bars in the U.S. after he and his wife were abducted on drug trafficking charges.
Trump posted an image on his social media account claiming that he is the acting president of Venezuela.
A stunning move from Trump, who, until very recently, thought of Venezuela was one of those things people blow at the soccer. But this isn't my first US invasion rodeo. I know what's really going on here. The president tells the world some dictator's a really bad guy who has to be taken out to keep us all safe, and the whole time hiding the truth, never admitting that really it's all about oil.
We'll be selling large amounts of oil. We're going to get the oil flowing. We're in the oil business. The oil companies are going to be very happy. Everything follows oil. It affects the truck that delivers donuts. It affects the stove that makes the donut.
Donald Trump doing whatever it takes to secure America's strategic donut reserves. And Trump's not just after the oil under the ground. This week, the US seized a fifth oil tanker linked to Venezuela, all perfectly legal under the United Nations Yoink Conventions. Meanwhile, Maduro has been sitting in the infamous Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center.
No more steak and cigars for Nicolas Maduro. A typical 5 a.m. breakfast at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn consists of cereal and skim milk. Lunch, served at 10 a.m., is a fish sandwich.
Yeah, they're not allowed to waterboard you anymore, but at 10 a.m. they can force-feed you a fish sandwich. I think I'd rather be waterboarded. All in all, it's been a huge fall from grace for Maduro.
His brazen swagger was with him till the end. Here a few months ago claiming he was bigger than Taylor Swift.
Soy más famoso que Taylor Swift en Estados Unidos ahorita. Tengo ganas de grabar un disco inclusive.
Yeah, you might laugh, but wait until you hear Life of a Showgirl Maduro's version. Moving through to Saturday, and with the Australian Open set to kick off, there's a new favourite to take out the women's title after this stunning professional debut in Kenya.
A player who looked like she had never played the sport professionally before was given a wild card by organisers of a tennis tournament in Nairobi.
Vision has gone viral of a third-tier professional tournament in Kenya, where organisers included an Egyptian player who looked like she had never picked up a racket. Unsurprisingly, she lost in 37 minutes, serving 20 double faults and winning just 3 points.
In a press conference afterwards, Hajar Abdulkader was asked what inspired her to compete in a sport for which she was so woefully unqualified. Her answer? Ray gun. Staying on sport. May she never rest. Staying on sport, and Sunday saw a huge upset in English football.
The biggest upset in the 153-year history of the FA Cup overnight. Non-league side Macclesfield has stunned defending champions Crystal Palace, knocking them out 2-1.
And they've done it! You just witnessed something truly special. This is one of the greatest ever upsets.
I always spoke before the game about a little bit of hope in the FA Cup, but did they really believe it? Probably not.
An emotional win for Macclesfield, I think. I couldn't understand a word of that. So just how unlikely was this win?
The biggest of upsets we've surely ever seen in the history of the competition. Macclesfield, National League North, sitting in 14th, 117 places below the visitors.
The semi-professional regional team Macclesfield beat Premier League side Crystal Palace. To put that in perspective, it would be like if Carlos Alcaraz was beaten by this lady, or if the Australian cricket team was beaten by England. And to Monday, and at the Golden Globes, Aussie Rose Byrne took out the prize for Best Female Actor in a Musical or Comedy. Unfortunately, her husband, Bobby Cannavale, couldn't be there, but he had a damn good reason.
I want to thank my husband, Bobby Cannavale, who couldn't be here because we're getting a bearded dragon and he went to a reptile expo in New Jersey, so...
Just showing the lengths men will go to avoid taking a shower and putting on a suit. Staying on Monday, as the world continues to dread the unintended consequences of AI, Elon Musk is facing a growing backlash over a new feature in his AI chatbot Grok. So what is Grok?
Grok is an AI chatbot. It's on X, formerly known as Twitter. Grok can answer your questions. It claims to verify facts in real time.
Musk has previously referred to spicy mode, his words, spicy mode.
We're very well aware of the fact that X or Grok, or X for Grok, is now offering a spicy mode. This is not spicy. This is illegal. This is appalling. This is disgusting.
All due respect, sir, but with that accent, everything's in spicy mode. So, what is it about this new update that's got everyone so angry?
Grok, the artificial intelligence tool on Musk's platform X, is under fire after people discovered it can be used to create nude images.
Musk's X, formerly known as Twitter, is using artificial intelligence to manipulate images, including children, without their consent.
Here, a user asks the chatbot to put this young woman in a bikini.
To put it simply, you can upload any picture to Twitter, type a comment asking Grok to put the person in a bikini, and suddenly you have an image that is too horny for television. Try unthinking that. Let's move through to Tuesday, and the Prime Minister had a big announcement.
We announced that Dr Kevin Rudd, AC, will conclude his posting as Australia's ambassador to the United States.
Rudd said he'd love to stay on as ambassador, but he had to buy a bearded dragon at a reptile expo.